The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
After 8 manic monthly tournaments, we are here at the big dance, and 11 people have stepped up to the plate to take on the challenge. Will we have a repeat champion, or will a dark horse emerge from the field? Hello puzzlers, this is Cards of the Heart, alongside Wizard Person. Welcome to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025. This is our major championship, and for the first time it was invite only. We conducted 8 monthly tournaments over the past year to determine seeding for this field, and Wizard Person, I think we've got a pretty good crop for this tournament. What do you think?
Yeah, we got a good blend here of regular top players and a couple newcomers, I believe. So, like you said, hopefully we have a dark horse emerge and make a run through the bracket, and just really looking forward to seeing some really good matches.
Yeah, we've definitely got the heavy hitters playing near the top of the field today, but we're going to start by going towards the bottom. We're going to play out the entire first round today to see who the top players will be looking to play the next round. Before this day is over, I will find out who I'll be playing first. FFR Pro will find out who he's playing first. Six will find out who he's playing first. We got some good matches to get our tournament started off with hopefully some sort of a bang. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how everything works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Nintendo 64 in September 2000 in North America and March 2001 in Europe. It has been re-released multiple times via the Wii Virtual Console in May 2008 and the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack in July 2022. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. So now that we are at the final tournament, we are bumping the stakes up a bit higher to a best of 5 set of matches for every match. We're going to be playing out the round 1 of our bracket today, so we're going to start by popcorn picking our way through the early game levels of easy, normal, and hard in the one-player stadium. So for the first 3 races, we'll go through easy, normal, and hard in whatever order the players decide. And then if we have to go to games 4 and 5 to decide a winner, then we can repeat those levels as needed, double up or even triple up if it's possibly needed. So how this popcorn level picking works, our players have agreed on one of those levels to start with, and then the loser of each race will counterpick one of the other levels until we have played through all of the levels, or until there is a winner. This is the big tournament, so we are now finally playing for a portion of our crowdfunded prize pool. That prize pool sitting at $104 currently out of our initial stretch goal of $500. And Beefin, our very own The Beefin 314, coming over the top rope from his his reclusion to add $25 to the pool. Throw it to $129 now. Much appreciated, Beefin. Not even in the neighborhood to oversee these tournaments, but he's still supporting however he can. Let's see if we can get more of those beef bucks before this tournament is over. Appreciate it, Beef. Always appreciate the support. And you can get, and once again, you can show your little support like that, Beefin, subscribing to the Twitch channel at Puzzle Speedrun, and that will add $1 to the prize pool as well. That will put us to $130 out of our $500 goal. And you too can add a little bit to the pool at a time with your Twitch subscriptions, with your bits. Those will be paid out penny for penny, bit for bit. And there are direct tips too, like Beefin showed off there. There's our tip page on screen. You can go check that out, or you can type !pool in the live chat to get a clickable link to that page. And definitely like to see it worth more our while for these players, because right now we can only afford to reasonably pay out the top 4. But if we get to $500, we'll pay out the top 8. And if we somehow get to $1,000 for our goal, as a thank you, HSARS, for contributing to the goal even further, then if we get to $1,000, we'll pay out everybody. All 11 players from this tournament will get something for their while. So if you want to make it more worth our while for our players, then by all means, throw whatever spare change you can at our tip page. By the way, Wizard Person, do you have any idea how many Baconator meals $131 would buy nowadays?
I got to do the inflation calculation from a few years ago. Baconator combo is probably like 13, 14 bucks at this point, so maybe 10 to 11 Baconator combos. So I mean, we're already shortening our lives by speedrunning this game, so why not shorten it a bit more by getting some Baconators?
Yeah. I think the winner of this tournament could serve to afford a few Baconator meals to shorten their lives even further, because right now it's 40% going to the winner, 20% to the runner-up, 15 for third place, 10 for fourth place, and we'll be able to expand that if we get more support involved. And who might the winner of this tournament be? Well, let's take a look at our standings from the monthly tournaments to get an idea of who is sitting where. I made it to the top spot by winning the Blaine Open at the very last minute to get to 40 points. FFR Pro 21 won the most monthly turns amongst all of us, with his 4 monthly wins to my 3 to get second place at 35 points. 6 won the Lieutenant Surge Open So he's sitting at 18 points in third place. And to round the rest of the field off, we have Deagle in fourth place with 8 points. Deagle's really emerged as a legitimate threat this season. So watch out for what he can potentially pull off. And Wizard Person, you landed in the 5th seed with 5 points. That's like, was that one tournament you played in or 2? I forget how.
I got into 1 finals and lost it, but I guess that was good enough to get into the number 5 seed. I unfortunately was busy many weekends this summer with the travel plans and hanging out with friends, but I got the 1 in there. Just need 1 to get on the board.
Indeed, all you need is 1 of those monthly tournaments to get invited to this big dance. So if you feel like playing in this tournament next year, come check out our monthlies. Come join our Discord server and qualify in the monthly event. It's the only way to get invited to these. Definitely would be beneficial for our tournaments if we can get more people involved. The more people we can get involved, and the more we can do with these games, and definitely would be excited to see these tournaments expand further going forward. But we had a bit of a glut in the 6 through 9 spot with 1 point. We got TetrisAttakr breaking through the tiebreakers to get the 6th seed. I Like Being Smart in the 7th seed. Ty the 8th seed. BB Forky the 9th seed. And then Kanayo and gamerX459, who I believe Kanayo had not actually joined us for a Pokemon Puzzle League tournament this year. I believe they played in their first Pokemon Puzzle League event this time around. And gamerX459 we hadn't seen before last year in quite a bit. So Gamer getting into the swing of things. Got into 1 tournament at the very end that did not quite score a point. Quite frankly, this point structure was a little bit flawed. Players got points based on their placing, and not necessarily didn't get necessarily rewarded for winning races. So that's going to change for next year. You can get points going forward just for winning races. So if you can do that, then you can actually get on the board. So this is a bit top heavy, admittedly. This was a bit of a top heavy board up here, and we'll try to spread the love a bit more in next year's tournaments. But all 11 players. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when are we gonna start having invites via like jury duty? Like we're gonna send out forms, and they gotta participate in the tournament as their civic duty. That's how we get people to love this game, right? Just strong arm them into it.
Oh yeah, that's totally how that works. We certainly have. We do unfortunately have a bit of a way with bullying people into playing, but it's fine. It's fine. We're here for the love of the game, and all 11 players here love the game enough to accept the invites to the major 1-player stadium event, and that bracket looks a little something like this. So we've got the top 5 players awaiting in the winners quarterfinals event that includes the 2 of us in the booth. I will be finding out who will be playing me next weekend. You, Wizard Person, will be taking on Deagle next weekend in the first round. How do you feel about that matchup? At the 4-5, that's bound to be pretty spicy.
Yeah, the 4-5 is one of the premier matchups of any tournament. Wasn't it Deagle that knocked me out? Or not knocked me out, but they gave me an early round loss. Maybe last year's tournament. There was someone. I certainly underestimated them, and you don't really want to make that mistake in this game, especially when RNG can like really make the judgment for you. So I know I'm a super good player. I'm pretty confident overall, but I am prepared for disappointment. Disappointment for me. It'd be great for Deagle. Naturally, would be happy for him if he got the upset. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I have a pretty good shot there.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how the quarterfinal matches unfold when we play through the easy, normal, hard, and V hard levels. That'll be coming at you next weekend here on the Puzzle Speedrun Twitch channel. But for today, we're going to play through the first round of the tournament that you see in the top left of the bracket. Unfortunately, we're only going to be playing through 2 matches today and not 3. Unfortunately, BB Forky came to play, but his internet did not. So Ty will be getting the win and moving on to the next round to play me next week. So I guess I already know who I'll be playing. But we've got 2 players in the 2-3 seeds in FFR Pro and 6 who don't 100% know who they'll be playing next, and we will be figuring that out today. We will start with the 6-11 matchup, TetrisAttakr and gamerX459. We can move in right on to that because they recorded their match Wednesday night in order to participate. I'm very accommodating with these tournaments. If you can't play at the time we play live, then I'm very flexible with being able to record these matches ahead of time, and that's a little perk I give to the major tournament because this is the major tournament of the game for our community. So I want to make sure that as many people can play as possible. So why don't we go to that 6-11 matchup and see how the match turned out between TetrisAttakr and gamerX459. That is going to start right now. And they have decided in their popcorn level picking to start on the easy level for game 1. Oh boy, is this? I had to wonder, is this more of a get it out of the way first, or possibly to maybe throw a speed whiplash on these opponents? Who's to say? But as we see these players have to send a bunch of extra garbage to Gary and Brock compared to the rest of the level, let's go into a little bit of a history between these two, because these two have played a fair amount against each other. Their match history goes back at least to 2021 from my recollection. Maybe others in the YouTube comments can correct me on that, but when these two first played in 2021, it was quite electric. You may recall, I think these two played to a very close tie in an easy mode race. Like how close? Tell us how close these races can get between players of this level.
You'd think that the amount of RNG in this game would prevent the super close finishes, but if you have players of a similar skill level going up against each other, if their like average times are about the same, then those times can get clustered up, and like we've definitely have had more super close matches than you would expect given the nature of the game. I think like we've had I don't know how many ties. Like I think we've had 2 or 3 ties over the course of the tournaments we've been putting on here, and we've had like at least a handful of matches that go within 2 seconds of each other. So I don't know if that's just a product of the volume of matches that we play or just something structural as well. But it's just another reason to come check out these tournaments because they can really come down to the wire. Like even if you have a mismatch in seeds, I feel like you really wouldn't have that quite as much in, you know, quote unquote traditional speedruns if you have a big gap in skill. It can happen in a Pokemon Puzzle League.
And we're kind of seeing that a little bit right here, where the lead for a gamer right now is about 7-8 seconds, which considering we're playing through 11 stages in this easy run, and 7-8 seconds doesn't mean a whole lot. You can just like make up a second at a time and potentially get there. TetrisAttakr is not making up that much. Not making up any time here, though, with a 16 Erica to Gamer's 15. But yeah, these two have had a pretty deep history together. Like from 2021, when they had their little tie easy mode race. Oh wait, that's a 10 combo. Wow. Wow. I don't usually know Gamer to be that crazy with the combos, but Gamer does have some PvP experience on his belt, and that requires a little bit of creativity. But you know, TetrisAttakr has a little bit of in-person PvP experience himself, and has finished in the top 4 of one of our tournaments. I believe it was a 2021 tournament where TA finished in the top 4. So yeah, but both of these players know their way around a board of panels for sure.
That could be an opportunity for TA to take the lead here or knot things up.
Oh man,
going into the final 3 stages here, and it really just takes one swing in easy mode. I think that's why players tend to dread it so much, is that it's like one clear can ruin your run.
Man, those garbage clears are punishing. They waste so much. Wow, wait. That 8 combo from
TA.
Wow, I think there might have been some precise swapping needed to do that, because I'm not sure that was going to fall into a combo otherwise. But that is evening things up a little bit. Looks like TetrisAttakr has like a 3-second lead as we are down now to the final 3 stages. You can kind of see what these players are trying to do. They're trying to get some kind of balance of combos and chains. It's working well. Working well here for TetrisAttakr, and Gamer doing just enough too. Getting a little balance of combos and chains. And that is keeping this race close.
Is at the point where they just need to focus on topping off the opponent, and just if there's a clear, there's a clear, but they're in the lead. Is Rocky Cadet that clear? Is that gonna be mid? Okay, that could have been much worse.
Did not quite match on all the garbage, just the chain garbage, and just like that, that's making up a little bit more ground. That's basically even this race right up. We are on to the final stage, and whoever clears Giovanni first will take this game 1 of this best of 5. Let's see how this unfolds.
TA not starting with a combo like they wanted to, but that's not quite as important in easy mode. Giovanni's going to be caught out of position.
And there it is. And
how this keeps happening between these two players.
Yeah, it seems like they've had multiple close calls over the years, several years back, but they're back here and still going crazy with close calls. At this point, I had to actually stop the recording and double check their times because they did finish about within 2 seconds of each other, and so I have to review every race that finishes within 2 seconds to confirm the result. Tetris, let's see. gamerX459 finished with a time of 6 minutes 52 seconds, and TetrisAttakr finished with 6 minutes 49 seconds. So even though TetrisAttakr was a little bit late on stopping the timer, the video speaks for itself, and TetrisAttakr will take game 1. What a close call there, Wiz.
Yeah, definitely a way to kick off the tournament. There's a reminder of how nail-biting these matches can become. Probably going to be more of those early in the tournament compared to when we get to the V-hard and S-hard portions, but even those, there can be some tension just because of how long it can take to clear stages. You can definitely have the more wild swings on the harder difficulties versus easier ones. They can just go be neck and neck and go right down to the wire. So really good match to start out.
And with that, gamerX459 got the pick for the game 2 level, and we are moving on to hard. Get set for game 2 with TetrisAttakr and Gamer. Our players will be looking for a time somewhere around 10 minutes 19 seconds. So half of the runs in our monthlies so far finished below 10 minutes 19 seconds. And the other half finished above that. That's how medians work, right? Right, Wiz? You're the professional statistician. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you got half below the time and half above the time. It's a better way of measuring averages when you have extreme values involved.
So our players will be looking to try and win each of these stages under 20 seconds each if they can help it. But overall, we're looking at something around 10 minutes, where a lot of the players that play in these tournaments tend to fall. And with that,
Nice.
That little attack from Gamer finishing in 12 seconds, that's a little closer to what our players expect to see. Anything under 15 seconds will look pretty nice. Wiz, what's your general approach to this level? Because as far as I'm concerned, the stages play about the same. So is there like a one-size-fits-all approach you give to each stage?
Honestly, if you want to be like turbo efficient, you can just go double 4 combo with a 3 chain with a couple extra combos tacked onto it. If you want to be a little safer, you can go out to X4, and that can last you the whole run, honestly. Or you could do some sort of blend, like do the X3s for the first half, and then when you get into the second half, the AI starts clearing a bit more garbage. You want to play a little bit more safe. Then you transition into X4s and X5s. But if you just want to do one thing the whole time, just double 4 combo, X4, and then immediately start doing like combo follow-ups.
And just to get into the full match history between these two, because it's been so close between them. In 2021's tournament, TetrisAttakr beat Gamer 3 games to 2. And I think we were doing like hard mode races to start, or actually, yeah, I think we were doing we had gotten to the popcorn level picking all the way back in 2021. So the format for even back then was similar to what we are playing here now.
Gamer nearly going all combos there. Swiftly sending 3 lines with 2 combos.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. I do not recommend playing this combos only. This is someone with personal experience trying to beat these levels combos only. It requires a speed with which most people probably wouldn't have. And Gamer in particular, I don't know for making that many combos. He tends to go bigger on the chains to keep things relatively safe. But he's finding some more stuff in here. Gonna get that garbage clear though, so Gamer will be struggling with that for a bit.
Barrage from TA though. Got Kogan a bit of a combo kill set up and not gonna have time to get up to the top. So knotting things up here, this Gamer gets a 25. And we have another nail biter on our hands, at least in the first half here.
Yeah, less than 3 seconds of separation as we approach the spiritual midway point of this 15-stage run. But for the full match histories between these two, so it was in 2021, TetrisAttakr won 3-2. In 2022, they played each other again in the group stage. TetrisAttakr won 3 games to 1, and then they advanced to our consolation silver bracket, which we were calling the redemption bracket back then, and Gamer swept that match 3-0. So at that point, their race records were like 6-6. They were playing each other really, really close. But then we get to last year's tournament in the losers bracket. TetrisAttakr did manage to sweep Gamer 3-0.
You got a follow up here.
Another garbage clear from these foes.
Hey, Blaine, are we done, Blaine?
Stop wasting our time.
Hey. Places to be.
This is a speed run, not a speed crawl. This is not Mario 64. We're not trying to crawl our way through this game. That kind of RNG can happen. No matter who you play. On this hard level, especially, is where it starts to be a bit of a problem.
TA not getting the biggest attack here, but Tracy's really high on the right. And TA is going to make up a few seconds there.
That's kind of showing like the big overall strategy with this level. All the higher levels, really. You want to lead with combos, and you're looking for some sort of separation from the combo garbage that you make and the chain garbage that you would make. There's a little bit of a distraction there on Gamer's Team Rocket. I think TetrisAttakr has a better demonstration of it on his board, as Team Rocket's trying to attack that low garbage block on the left, not having any time to deal with the right side. And these earlier opponents will get slowed down enough to lose to that.
Nice little lag chain by Gamer there. But Giovanni might be down stacking enough and has a clear setup anyway, so not having the double fours did hurt Gamer there. And I mentioned last match that in easy mode, the double forwards aren't like really quite essential. The AI isn't like fast enough to really get to them anyway. As we get into hard mode and you see the cursor speed of these opponents like ramp up, I think normal mode or hard mode and like maybe even normal mode is where double fours become mandatory.
Yeah, it's definitely easy for runs to climb way over 10 minutes if these opponents are able to get garbage clears so consistently like that, and sending the 2-4 combos first, leading you with a combo is what makes dropping the combo garbage down earlier possible, and it worked. I think it worked out enough for TetrisAttakr to get that 15 and really make up a nice chunk of time on this race. Again, we go 15 stages on the hard run, so we are getting close to the end of it. Oh, if Lorelei didn't have a combo ready, that little quick maneuver from Gamer was going to be enough. A valiant attempt for a quick attack, but it's not quite there. TetrisAttakr, though, getting that
Lorelei?
distraction in place.
Are we done?
And that will put TetrisAttakr in the lead for the first time in this race, I believe. And okay, Lorelei, can we stop?
Done? Are we done? Are we?
There we go.
Went for the greens instead of the purples, and that saved Gamer from some more Lorelei trauma.
So it is TetrisAttakr in the lead, finding the 5 combo for that 4 chain in time. Definitely can stand to make the chains a little bit bigger towards the end game, and that worked out for TA. That timing was brilliant for a 12. Gamer not messing around with his chains, going up to a 5 chain and getting a 13. Oh boy, we are getting right down to the wire with this one.
Yeah, TA maybe having a 10-15 second lead. In a good position, but we've seen Gary too definitely go on for a minute in some bad cases, and TA not having the double fork set up, and just gonna give Gary time to find the clear, and Gary can go on for a while here.
Gamer might have been one line of garbage away from sneaking out that win. But TetrisAttakr Gary has ran out of time. And TA will clock in an official time of 10 minutes, 35 seconds to take game 2. Oh, so much of that race was so close throughout, and not a lot of back and forth either. TetrisAttakr just had a better late game, found the necessary combos to get these opponents down, and maybe I don't know about you, Wes. We might be seeing more of a difference in their combo games here, because it seems like TetrisAttakr is trying to do more of the double 4 combo strat, and got him some more quicker stages, I think.
Yeah, I think TA was more dedicated to the setup. Gamer, it kind of looks like just goes with the flow, for better or for worse. They kind of just go for whatever is near their cursor and like try to weave together like what's in the immediate area, but maybe doesn't have quite as disciplined of an approach. So I think they're going to be more vulnerable to the vagaries of the board. Like, is the AI going to be in position to get a clear or not? Whereas TA, getting that double 4 combo setup, going to be trolling the AI a bit more and getting more consistency from his stages.
So Gamer will finish with an 11-19, and with his winner's bracket life on the line, he will have to see if he can make a comeback on the normal level to try and right the ship in this best of 5. Timers are counting down for game 3. Gamer needing to win this to start staying in the winner's bracket. We'll see how these two will be able to tackle the normal level. If this is the normal way of playing the game, then I personally don't blame anyone for quitting, because this gets a bit brutal. Like, look at how low Gamer's Gary Oak got, and TA's Gary is also fairly low. TA making a gigantic chain to try and keep at bay. No, that's a bit unfortunate. This is like the one little hiccup that normal mode has. Like, otherwise the rest of the stages would be the same. And you know how long our players have been taking this season to play through normal mode? Because I've got the data on that too. Throughout the 19 races of normal mode that we had in the monthlies, the median time was 9:37, which is, as someone who tries to finish all of their normal runs in under 9 minutes, does feel a little bit long. But I don't know. These opponents do have a way with wasting time. Alright, let's see where Gamer is going to start with Misty here. Starting with a 4 combo at the very top of the screen, giving no opportunity to follow up with a chain. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, Misty really taking her sweet time, but is evening the score just a little bit with a 24 for Gamer, a 21 for TetrisAttakr. So
brutal in normal mode. It's one of the reasons why a lot of runners of this game, it's their least favorite category.
Okay, there's a neat little slide chain for Gamer there. That would have fallen into a combo if Gamer had not made that little swap. And I think the extra 3 chain was necessary to get that garbage down quicker, to get the win faster. Gamer is establishing a little bit of a lead here. Again, Gamer needs this to stay in the winner's bracket. Going up to a 5 chain here, and of course, Erica just has to have the garbage clear right there, ready to go. Oh, TetrisAttakr needed one more line for his Erica. And the random matches are giving these opponents time to find more garbage clears. This is the great scam with these opponents. They're able to waste time like this.
There was not enough time for Erica to get to that clear. I am vetoing that. Holy moly. What is happening?
Like, no, there was absolutely no time for TA's Erica to get that first garbage clear. If she had not made the little match before that, there was absolutely no time to get to that and then get to the down stacking of the garbage. It kind of goes into one of the big things that makes this game infinitely more infuriating to speedrun than the SNES counterpart, TetrisAttakr. New garbage blocks entering the screen from the garbage queue will reset the timer that you get for being at the top of the screen. Like even if your opponent stays topped out with garbage, their death timers will reset. And it really does make you want to toe the line between making short attacks to send garbage quickly and then sending big attacks to make sure that they will stay topped off long enough. Very annoying. And that
EA is even
okay.
things out here. Got another nail biter on our hands.
And I can't help but notice 6 in the live chat commenting on how close these stages have been getting and how close this match has been going throughout, as 6 will be awaiting the winner of this opening match of the tournament.
Come on, Blaine. That's going to be a huge garbage clear. Is there going to be any chains off of this? There is not. But
Blaine tried to go to the left, trying to make a match with a set of panels that was falling down. That was the only reason TetrisAttakr was able to get out of that stage even at that point. Okay, Gamer finding a 3 chain after a little bit of time to start this off. And Tracy has the clear. Because of course he does. Is TetrisAttakr sent enough to his Tracy? And the down stacking's just adding more survival time. And just like that, we are back about even, Wiz. What in the world?
I feel like, you know how there are star-crossed lovers? I feel like TA and Game are star-crossed Puzzle League opponents. Their fates are inextricably bound.
I do wonder. Part of the reason we expanded to having monthly tournaments that we could have more building storylines between recurring players, and certainly have a way with building up the stories.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, we are basically in a dead heat with 4 stages to go.
What? That's like a 2-frame sync, like we're off by 2 frames or something. This late in the match.
Insane. Okay, got Gamer starting with a combo and another combo and a 5 chain. TetrisAttakr also going to a 5 chain with a few more combos, but TA has a double 4 set.
Somehow gonna have time to get to that clear, but not gonna be much time left, and we're still synced up after Giovanni.
Oh, it's definitely amazing to see players of similar skill levels take each other on, and even though the result has not bore out for Gamer so far, these races have started out fairly close to each other.
Okay, really Gamer loves going for those last minute swaps to get the chains.
And both of these players are getting a bit conservative. They are going like big on the 5 chains, which may not be necessary if you can find the combos, but if you can't, yeah, I guess I can't fault it. It's working okay for TetrisAttakr right now. This time may not be where TA wants to be at, but if only he knew at the time that he would still be ahead. As much
Look
as
at
much as
that
I like
lag.
to. Oh wow.
Still down stacking. Not gonna have time for that. Now is gamers are like gonna have time for that clear?
Oh.
Yes. Not allowed once again.
Oh, this is level 2 speed. Oh, level 2 is so slow.
So it's so bad, man. It's so bad.
Just like that, TetrisAttakr on the final stage, starting with an 8 combo to deal with this Bruno. Oh, the combo separation's about there. And there it is. TetrisAttakr will escape. That ends up being a 10-24. Wow, wow, wow. The result will not truly show just how close this was. Gamer was just 1 or 2 steps behind the entire time. But his opponents just found more garbage clears. Sometimes it can come down to just small things like that. Gamer's done at 11:03. Definitely not the performance he was hoping to put in, but it was definitely a good effort, and hopefully we will see Gamer put up a better performance in the losers bracket of this tournament. But TetrisAttakr, with that 10:24 normal time, we'll take home Pokeball number 3 and the win. And yeah, Wiz, this result really will not show how close it was throughout.
No, we were. I'm gonna ignore the temptation of making a sports reference and just say that we were on the edge of our seats the whole time. Like the outcome of these matches was not clear until the final stage or two, typically. So certainly an entertaining matchup, even if you wouldn't think so just by reading about this in the newspaper tomorrow.
Indeed. Let's go ahead and see if we can make this result official. There it is. 3-0. TetrisAttakr vibing a little bit in higher spirits with that win. And we will see. I'll tell you at the end of this show when we will be able to see TetrisAttakr play out his next match, because as the situation keeps developing, we have developing scheduling complications. But before that, let's take a look at how this affects the bracket. So it is TetrisAttakr playing 6 in the next round, and Gamer will be looking towards the loser of the match between me and Ty in the next round. That's definitely not a position I envy Gamer to be in. It's like, whether it's me or Ty, it's going to be a tough opponent for Gamer to overcome either way. But with that said, we are about ready to bring you the final match of round 1. It is I Like Being Smart and Kanayo, and I don't believe these two have ever played against each other. It's kind of amazing, since these two have been around the Puzzle League arena for a little bit. Like Smart's been here from the beginning, and Kanayo's been around for a few years. I can't remember if they played any Pokemon Puzzle League before this year, though, so these two will be taking each other on in Pokemon Puzzle League action. And we'll get that match set up for you right after this. So don't go anywhere. You are watching the big dance, the major tournament of Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025.